if this podcast does not get a certain amount of subscribers by episode 10, Caroline and I are going to kill ourselves live on the pod.
How many subscribers is that by episode 10?
500.
I think 500 subscribers on YouTube.
On YouTube. Sorry. What?
Oh my God, we're halfway there. Oh no, I have such a bright future. I'm so talented.
Yeah. Well, we're only 4 episodes in, so we're on a good track.
This is episode 5.
Is this 5?
The one we're recording right now is 5.
Oh boy.
What are we at right now?
I think we're at
like 130.
Yeah.
You guys, seriously, I do not want to kill myself.
But this actually, unfortunately,
125. Oh
How
my
would
God.
you do it if you had to kill yourself?
Well, I mean, obviously on camera it'd have to be a gun.
Car and garage, probably. I think.
Oh
no, but it'd have to be on camera.
Oh.
We're gonna fit a car in a garage in this tiny podcast room.
We bring them to my parents' house and on Long Island, and
if I killed myself in here, they probably wouldn't even notice because it's like so dirty in this office.
Yeah,
true.
They would just throw you out with the trash.
But Mubi is actually filming it after us, so they would notice.
Yeah,
because they have a higher viewership than us.
Body, Jim Jick. It's that body. That near to that body. That's movie.
What up, guys? Or does she do that? Does she do like? No, she goes.
Yeah. How do they open their podcast?
I don't know.
Oh, you don't listen?
No, I don't listen. I see the ones where she's like, when I'm back in Poughkeepsie. I feel that's like her thing, right?
Yeah, but
that was one video
that was
like
one
a year
video.
ago.
I actually heard someone say that on the subway the other day. Like, quote that.
That you should tell her. That's really cool.
Okay.
She's reaching people.
Yeah, in Poughkeepsie.
I was thinking about. Well, I was listening to Suddenly Seymour, the Glee version, on my walk over here, and I started to think about
from Treehouse Horror. What is that play called?
What?
Wait,
Treehouse.
Tell me the name of the play again.
Horror shop of the garden. I don't.
Secret Garden.
What is it? It's like
Secret Garden.
No, it's
horror house.
It's okay. It's got.
Treehouse.
It's got. It's the movie that has. What's his name? Rick Moranis. And has Steve Martin, and it's like the horror show. The horror shop. The tree shop of horrors is the name of it. Is that the name of the play?
Yeah, the Tree Shop of Horrors. So in the Tree Shop of Horrors,
is that what it's actually called?
Yeah.
Oh wow. Oh. All right.
Yeah.
Cool.
So in the show.
Good job.
Yeah, great job.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So in the show, the lead girl, like she like has really had a hard time. She has like this boyfriend who's like abused her, and she's kind of like I mean, she looks super cute. She's like the nanny, like dressed up, but she's got a face that's beat. Oh
yeah.
And beat. I meant like her makeup was beat.
She looks like she's been beaten.
I meant her makeup was beat.
Okay.
But also,
spoiler alert.
And is she's the character that's like, I talk like
I talk like that. Like she's like really like she's kind of like a sex
Seymour.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's great. Like she's so cute.
Yeah.
And then he sings like, listen, like he sings a song Suddenly Seymour, and he's like, Suddenly Seymour standing beside you. You don't need no makeup, which is like a little toxic to be like. I mean, I guess it's sweet to be like, you don't need makeup, but like, girl, if she wants to wear makeup, let her wear makeup.
I think it's fair to say
That's
to
what
women,
makes you beautiful.
yeah.
Literally.
I think it's like, would it be nice to say to a girl, you need not a lot of makeup. You need the minimum amount of makeup.
Little bit.
I think that you could be like, you are beautiful without makeup. You're literally so beautiful without makeup. But like, if a girl wants to wear makeup, like, don't be like, ew, how dare you put glitter on?
Yeah.
She's expressing herself.
Okay.
So anyways, that's not what I was thinking about. Sorry. I'm like overanalyzing this. What I was thinking about was when you get to heaven, like, I don't know why I had this idea. Like, when you get to heaven, like, God is like, suddenly, and he's like singing it to, do you know what I mean? Like,
I thought you were going to say when you get to heaven, like, you get to have like the flawless filter put on you, and that's what you get to look like.
I feel
Wouldn't
like
that be
when
awesome?
I open the gates of heaven, it's gonna be
gonna
like
be singing.
Nobody ever treated me kindly. Wait, what's his verse? Wipe off that mascara.
No, I don't think heaven's gonna be like that at all. Heaven's gonna be like
Suddenly,
no.
Jesus.
Heaven. Here's what heaven's gonna be like. You're gonna die, and heaven's gonna be like airport security. You don't have TSA pre-check.
No.
You're gonna get there. They'll be like, shoes in this bin, laptops in that bin. What did I say? They're gonna be doing that.
No, when I get to heaven, it's gonna be suddenly Jesus.
No, they're gonna.
I like that.
Beside me.
No, they're gonna have a reel of all the bad things you did in your life.
And
be
the
like,
angels
do you want to explain
some?
this?
Okay, actually, I don't actually. I will say, like, growing up, there was this like idea that when you get to heaven, you have to answer for all of your sins. Like,
Yeah.
you'll have to be like, God will have a tape and he'll rewind it and he'll be like, "What was this?"
And I would just be like, it was pretty.
And I'd be
funny.
like, "Listen, the guy at Apple wasn't looking. That's why I stole the charger."
I think you get to choose like 5 secrets to uncover.
oh, well, they know this. What do you mean? To who?
Like what really happened to Marilyn Monroe?
Yeah, what really happened to John
Oh.
Benet Ramsey?
Yeah, like what was
Was
going to happen in the
JFK,
season
what
2
was that?
of the Society? Yeah,
that's
like
kinda
stuff like
fun.
that.
What
like
was
what
gonna
happened
happen?
between Taylor Swift and Carly Kloss?
What was going to
And
happen in
then
season 2
they
of the
tell you.
Society?
Like
Yeah.
literally what was going to happen in season 2 of the Society? I doubt anyone knows, honestly. I don't
So
think that
true.
is an answer.
Did you watch the Society?
No, what is that?
I
was-
bet when that got canceled, the writers were like, "Oh, thank God."
No, literally.
They would
What
have
is the
not
show?
been able to figure that
Explain
out.
it.
So they basically, it was one season, but it was popular. So I don't know why it got
So
canceled.
popular.
We'll have to like, look up why it was canceled. But basically, like these kids wake up and like their parents are all gone.
They go on
Nice.
this field trip.
Oh, so it's the plot to Jimmy Neutron.
That's what
No,
I thought
it's
too.
literally-
That's
literally
what I
is.
It's
thought.
the plot to Jimmy Neutron. Now, do people know about the show, or are we just talking about
No,
it? for the
Chris,
no,
it
no.
was a big deal when it got
Okay.
canceled.
Caroline had a show this weekend and it was really good.
I had
if
a
you
show
didn't
this
go,
weekend.
you should kill yourself.
You should. Probably we'll do a show again. It'll probably be in a couple of months because we're gonna tour. It's like a one-woman show, so I'm gonna tour it a little bit. But you know what's so funny, and I wonder if anyone else feels this way, is like when you do something that's like a big feat, like, I mean, not that like I did anything that big, but like I did my show and like it's been something that was looming over me. As soon as I'm done with it, I'm like, do I even want to do stand-up? Do I even want to do, like, literally I was like, I should have been making music. And I do have a song that's going to come out, and if you guys would listen to it, that all 130 of you, but almost 500 of you, if you guys would listen to it, that would mean a lot, because if you don't listen to it, even if we get 500 subscribers, I probably will still kill myself. So, but not, I don't only just think of heaven as a musical like thing. I actually think when you go to hell, well, when you get to heaven, it's like a duet between you and God. But I also think when you get to hell, you know, in like in musicals where they like explain everything, they're like it's like the lead character will, not the lead character, but like the villain will be like, and we have a fiery pit, and the people burn
Yeah.
in the pit, and then the people in the pit go, we burn, and like he does like a
Yes.
whole like musical
Oh,
bit.
and the reason that hell is musical is because that's where gay people are, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
You know those musical numbers I'm talking about, though.
Yeah, where they're like,
Yes.
where the musical number is just very convenient in how it explains. They're like,
Yeah, it explains.
And over there is Hitler's house. Hitler's house.
Hitler's
Like-
house. And everyone comes over on Mondays to watch The Bachelor.
Yeah.
The Bachelor.
And they're like, and also Gandhi's here, which is a bit confusing because he was a good guy, but we have rules, unfortunately.
and he didn't confess to his sins to believe in Jesus in the last 15 minutes of his life. So he is here.
So technically, unfortunately, he's in appeal process, but for now he's here.
Because those are the rules. Those are the rules.
of hell.
Of
yeah.
hell.
Of hell. They do
Of
that.
hell.
So okay, you think hell and heaven are a musical? See that I don't know. I think heaven's a lot like it's probably run like a 3.5-star resort on the decline. Like I've always wondered. So like you know more about the Bible than me, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
How do they describe heaven?
Well, this is actually something that's like hard to wrap our little silly human minds around.
Okay.
In heaven, well, first of all, you know that heaven's going to be on earth one day.
Heaven's coming
What?
down to earth.
So heaven, someone hasn't
And it's
read
going to
Revelations.
Florida.
So in the last book of the Bible, Revelations, they talk about this, but basically,
Revelations is a lot, though.
it's crazy. But in the end, when God, like, the Antichrist will come and like they'll rule the world for a little bit, and then God will finally put Satan in a fiery lake and lock
Yeah.
him up, and he'll be there
A fiery
forever.
lake.
Yeah. I
Sounds
know.
like oxymoron.
So basically, like, Satan will be banished to hell, and I actually think like Satan no longer rules hell. He'll actually be like suffering in hell at that point.
Okay.
And then God will create like a new heaven and a new earth, and like heaven will come down to earth, and basically like he will make earth how he always wanted it to be, which was perfect.
Here's my thing. What if we go to heaven, we die, you go to heaven, and like we get to heaven and it's like not that great? Like what if like you get there and like there's bad Wi-Fi and like they're like, you're like, oh, can we watch something? Like, yeah, we got DVDs. They're like, DVDs?
Do you have Blu-ray?
They're like, we didn't get that yet.
You're like, I just kind of want to scroll on my phone a little bit.
They're like, all we have is flip phones. Sorry, you can go to the Verizon. There's still Verizon in heaven. Verizon.
Well, let me tell you, Verizon would be in a bad heaven because I have been struggling with Verizon.
Yeah.
I transferred to Verizon because I'm struggling with Verizon. If you work at Verizon, you listen to this, you're one of our 130 subscribers. Hit me up.
Yeah, I actually have issues with Verizon too.
Oh my god.
But yeah, what if heaven is just like a shitty resort, you know?
Yeah, I could see that. I could see.
Where they're like, and you're like, why isn't? They're like, we just, we've been defunded a little. All right, budget's been
tax
down.
Cuts.
There's been big man's been making a lot of cuts up here.
But then I would say that the company is like really what you're there for, and like there's got to be some like good hangs there.
Yeah. Do you think there's like tiers to heaven? Because the Mormons believe, because I'm into Mormonism, the Mormons believe there's tiers of heaven. Did
you read Dante's Divine Comedy?
No.
He had this too. That there was
they have the
tiers.
levels of. Oh yeah.
And
there's like heaven comfort plus.
Yeah.
And then there's regular heaven, and then there's like heaven economy.
Well, how do you think that is organized?
I feel like there's certain sins that you could do in life that would knock you down a peg, like not using headphones on public transit. I feel like brings you down.
They're like, you would be in top heaven, but you did keep the N-word when you were 12.
Yeah, that'll bring you down. And they're not like murder is like, yeah, whatever, we'll figure that out later. But like other sins, more like social sins, I would call them. I don't know. If I had to chill with like the goodest people,
boring.
It would
so
suck.
Boring.
Maybe we'll get a drink. Maybe we'll let's watch this funny movie. They're like, I don't know about that. You're like, ugh.
Do you know, like, when you're like on like a field trip or something, like with like you're in middle school, you're in high school, and the cool kids are in the back of the bus. Do you think there's that? Like, heaven has like, maybe they're not like in a VIP section, but there's like an it click crowd.
Yeah. Oh, heaven's gonna have clicks for sure.
But like, who do you think's in it?
JFK, Marilyn Monroe.
Together?
You think they're both in heaven? Is Jackie in heaven?
Yeah, but
the three of them together.
They're in a troop.
They're
they're poly up there.
They're poly up there.
They worked it out.
Who? Yeah, they worked it out. They worked it out on the remix. Who would be in cool heaven? Coolest people that died. Go.
Well, it's hard because the coolest people who died like might not be good people.
Yeah, but they're gonna get a pass. God's gonna be like, you sinned, but I fuck with your shit.
I'm trying to think who would be in heaven. Like, whose are people who are dead?
Like 98% of people who've ever
Where do you
lived.
think Judas is? I think about this all the time. Where do you think Judas is?
Judas, the guy who betrayed Jesus.
Yeah.
I mean,
because he felt bad about
Here's
it.
the thing: he needed to. I hate how everyone's like, "Oh, you're Judas." I'm like, yeah, but without Judas, you can't have the cross. You can't have the whole story.
I know.
So he's an integral part of the story. So
he played his role.
Yeah, he's probably fine. He's probably chilling. He's probably like, "That was crazy."
He apologized. Or he felt really bad.
Yeah, I know.
He killed himself live on his podcast.
I like how you're saying now, even though I yelled it at the beginning of this podcast.
Yeah. He killed himself live on his podcast because he didn't get 500 subscribers.
Yeah, exactly. Hope
I
it's
think
good.
Betty White is like really popular there.
Yeah.
Or maybe it's like switched where it's like if you're like good and boring, you're like popular there.
But then there's going to be all these like people from like the 1800s that died when they were like 24 that are really going to bring the mood down too.
Like, what would I have in common with Adam and Eve?
I don't know.
Like, what do I have in
You
common
both
with the Virgin
love
Mary?
Fruit.
Like, that's what I'm worried about with the hang. Like, it's kind of like a particle where like I need to see who's going to be
on the
there.
list. Yeah.
Because like I just don't know if I'm going to have that much in common with like kids from the Great Depression.
Yeah. Yeah, that's
like,
true.
Or like kids who like died like at age 2 because like medical wasn't.
Would they
like,
get
what
in?
do we have in common?
Well,
yeah, of course they get in.
Okay.
But what do we have in common?
You don't have to hang out with them.
You don't have to hang out with them.
They can't speak
There's
yet.
there might be, what if it's like overcrowded? What if it's like a water park that's like way
You have
too
to
many
wait in
lines?
line?
Yeah, you're just like, God, I can't even get to the buffet lines. 3 hours. There's too many goddamn people in it. There's
Be
like
soggy by
they're
then.
like they gotta stop. It becomes basically America now. They're like, we gotta stop letting people in.
No, I think it's more of like the
We
food
need
situation.
to build a wall around heaven.
The food situation, I think, is kind. And I know you don't watch Harry Potter, but I think the food situation is more like Hogwarts, where like there are the really long tables and the food just shows up in front of you.
That'd
Yeah.
be so awesome.
That would be so
That's
awesome.
probably honestly what it is.
I want life to be like Hogwarts so
I
bad.
know, me too. And like, I wish Chris would watch it, but he won't watch it because he.
I've
want to know
seen
why Chris?
some
you
Harry
kidding?
Potters.
You want
I've
to know why
seen
Chris
some.
won't watch Harry Potter?
Hogwarts.
Why?
Because he says Star Wars is better. What does that have to do with anything? So the
Have
buffet
to
line.
watch Harry Potter.
You
I
have
will.
to.
I want to actually watch it. I do want to watch it now. I just like, as a kid, here's the thing. As a kid, I grew up with 2 older brothers. So like I kind of had to like mature up in the stuff I liked.
understand.
Like I couldn't really watch kiddie stuff. So like a little kid being like Spelliarmus.
Lots of people die in Harry Potter.
Yeah, but not in the first like 3 movies, right?
That's not true.
Who do they kill in the first one? Nobody.
The parents.
Okay,
Lily
yeah, but
and
that's
James
like-
Potter.
But you don't see it. You kind of like.
Yeah,
Yeah, dude, there's a flash of green light.
yeah.
But then that was okay. Harry Potter was the turning back.
Wait,
Classic. By the way, classic dying wife move. To be like. Yeah.
You want to know why I like Harry Potter is I don't like gore and I don't like blood. And
Yeah.
what I like about Harry Potter is like you're zapped to death. Zoop.
Yeah.
And I like that about Star Wars too, actually, because like I don't have to like see like come on.
Yeah.
Save the
And
money
also,
on the effects.
You don't feel as bad though, because in Star Wars it's like all the people that are getting blowed up
Are
are like
robots.
either
Blowed up.
clones, aliens, or robots.
But soon, like we're gonna think of them as robots as real people.
Yeah. Tesla robot.
Yeah, people are
That's
gonna
right.
be like,
when I like use like AI, I write like, "Can you please?" and "Thank you." I'm already
that's smart
thinking
of you.
of them.
That's smart of you. Yeah.
I want them to respect me.
Yeah.
I want my chat GPT to like me.
And they
I'm
write
scared
back,
of them.
Thank you. And then thank you, Genevieve. We will spare you when the time comes. And you're like, what? You're like, nothing.
Obliviate. You don't know what that means.
Yeah,
No, is that,
You don't
is
know
that-
what that means.
Does that mean explode in Harry Potter?
No, we're so
Oh, sorry.
Wait, so water park line?
Yeah, there's gonna be lines. There's too many people getting into heaven. Do you think they bring the bar? Okay, what if you go to heaven and you see people that you're like, you're here? Like, what if you go to heaven and you're like, walk up? They're like, here's the pool, and you'd be like,
O.J. Simpson?
is that Osama bin Laden on the diving board? How did he get in? And they're like, well, he had a good essay.
Yeah, he had a great.
He wrote
essay.
a great essay. Great
his
entrance.
references.
He had amazing
Loved
references.
Yeah.
OJ probably would have good references.
Totally.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, they're like,
He
yeah.
won all these awards.
Yeah, he won all the.
We had to let
God,
him in.
God was a Buffalo Bills fan. All
The
right.
thing about OJ is that like he was so well liked, and I watched the Ryan Murphy whatever OJ
Documentary.
versus
Yeah.
people
Oh,
documentary.
you mean the show?
Yeah, Ryan
Which is
Murphy.
my favorite. That's Ryan Murphy made that?
Yeah, he makes all
My
of those
favorite
shows.
show.
You don't know Ryan Murphy,
I don't.
creator of Glee and the Menendez Brothers. He's literally Scream
Oh.
Queens
And American Horror
I
Story.
didn't see Scream Queen. I didn't see a lot of
Senorita
stuff.
Awesome.
Oh, that clip. Love that.
Yeah.
Love that
Oh,
clip.
yeah.
What was
Is that
the
what you're
most
talking about?
problematic episode of Glee?
Oh,
Oh.
to pick just one?
I can't. I
Was
don't
it the
even
one
know
where they like
begin.
were like they were doing a sing competition? Like, yeah, we really got them, and then they all were like
Oh,
deaf or something like that.
There's this Glee. Yeah, there's this episode where they're like
But that's
competing
funny.
against a deaf.
No, what's something that's like
choir,
what's
and so like they like do like this over the top Beyonce like thing, and then the deaf choir goes up and starts singing, which I'm obviously not gonna
You're not gonna do
impersonate.
an impression. Genevieve's gonna do it.
But it's
actually.
like,
Just kidding.
you ever go to like someone's house, you think that's gonna be the party, and then you see like Instagram stories from the other party, and you're like, should have
That's
gone
a
to
better
that
party,
one.
yeah. And that, do you think that's gonna happen with Hal?
It just depends on who's there.
Yeah.
When I was in high school, they made us watch this video. Do not watch it. It's called like 12 Minutes in Hell or something.
Yeah.
And they had this guy who dreamed he went to hell, and he described it. It was so traumatizing. So traumatizing.
And they had you watch that?
Yeah.
Was it
like
was it
scare
like
us.
a visual, like how, so was it him talking about
He had like illustrations
graphics?
that he had
Yeah.
people draw from his dream.
what did he do? What was his life like that he was going to hell? Did you learn
It was
that
in
or
a
no?
dream. Apparently, like God was like, I want to show you this so that you can like tell other people about it. Girl, it was so scary.
Okay.
What was it?
So like everyone had a like huge demon that was like assigned to them, and you're like in a jail cell, and you have a huge demon. So like the demon's like
Okay, an intern.
a polar bear,
Oh.
and they have claws, and they're
I'm
ripping,
falling in love with
They're
my demon.
ripping. Yeah.
I'm getting
I can-
Stockholm
I can
syndrome.
change him. I can change him.
Oh my god, my
Yeah.
demon.
But they
So
just
big.
like they're like they like have claws, and they're crushing your rib cages and like literally killing you, but you can't die. So you're just like constantly being ripped.
Yeah. So it's a lot of pain. Okay, so and you
But like,
were
do you think we'll like all know each other in hell and try to find each other, or like?
Yeah.
Well, if you're not chained up and having your rib cage smashed in every 2 seconds, if it's like prison, you get like an hour free time. Maybe.
Yeah, you go to prison, you get an hour.
Yeah.
free time. Yeah, there's like a mixer. Like every little bit, you can like hang with people from heaven.
Yeah.
That's cute.
That's cute.
That's nice. Yeah, like every month
It's
they
like
have.
a field trip.
Yeah.
That's
the
really
girl and
cute.
boy school, like you know what I
Mhm.
mean.
What if boys went to hell and only girls went to heaven?
I think that
Deserved.
would be good.
Yeah.
Deserved.
Well, that would make sense because there's probably no violence in heaven.
That's right. No, there's
Yeah.
no holes in the drywall in heaven.
Yeah, there's no holes in the
Yeah.
drywall. You get
So-
to heaven and it's like a frat party. You're like, oh no.
That might be the vibe. Who knows?
Oh no. So last episode, well, actually, it might have been 2 episodes ago. I don't remember. But we were talking about TikTok comments, Instagram comments, and how like we'll get comments. It's like, this can't hurt my feelings because this isn't true.
Yeah. I got one that really hurt my feelings 2 days ago, but you had one,
No,
right?
tell me.
Okay. Remember when I told you that someone said, did I see you in Istanbul getting your hair transplant?
Yeah.
That really hurt my feelings.
Why? You didn't get a hair
I
transplant.
know, but it's like,
He's basically saying you look like you have had one.
I know it's kind of
You
like,
have great hair.
thank you. But it's like, it's kind of like a backhanded compliment, I guess. It's not really a compliment. It's just kind of like a,
So he is saying you have great hair.
yeah, I guess it is nice if someone goes, well, did you get your whole shit fixed, but you didn't? You're like, no, this is natural.
No, this is natural.
Yeah.
So I got this comment. What hurts is that it's true.
Okay.
You're actually dressed like a toddler.
I tell you that every day. What was the outfit? What was the outfit?
Oh,
I think it's all of them.
girl, it's not good. It's this outfit. No, it's bad because it's true.
Can I say?
Oh yeah, yep.
Yeah,
Yep,
okay.
yep.
But I love this sweater and I love the jeans, but it's like with the sneakers, like it is.
I think you are attracted to, like, for lack of a better term, cutie pie things.
Yeah.
Yes.
You're very, like, cutesy. You're like, and that might kind of have similar vibes to a small child who is being dressed by her mother. And like you kind of like sometimes when I walk by Build-A-Bear workshop, when I walk by Build-A-Bear workshop, I look in and I go, those are some outfits that Caroline would wear. Those little things hanging up on the wall.
And I'm so small I could fit in
And
them.
you could fit in them. I could walk in there and just buy you 10 things.
You're like, oh, that cheerleader outfit.
I'm
She
like,
would
that
love
Caroline would really like that. So yeah, but that's not a bad thing. And like, you know, as long as you don't like embody a toddler. Have you been seeing that like every plane has been crashing recently?
Yes.
Like there's been like 8 this year.
Yes.
Do you see the one in Toronto?
Yes, and it's very scary because it was a Delta plane and I am a Silver Medallion member.
Do you get into the Delta Club thing?
No, they keep making it harder. I actually don't even know how to get in. They keep making it harder and harder. I think
It's the
you have
hottest club in New York City.
to have hottest club. I think you have to have a certain card. Do you know?
Yeah. You gotta have a lot of
No.
miles.
I think you
Do you travel? Do you leave your home?
I'm Alaska, cause Seattle.
Seattle Twilight. I read another chapter last night. Keep going.
Forks.
Oh.
So what? Like another 2 pages?
Another 3 pages of
Jesus.
Twilight. Yeah.
They're like
You're reading like a word a day.
Yeah.
I did check my pages. I'm like on 170.
They're still in the car. They're probably still in the car, and he's probably still yelling at her.
No,
They-
they're
they're
dating
freaking
now.
out.
They're
They
dating
just
something wrong.
they just parked the car.
they're dating now, but
He just flipped the blinker.
Yeah, he put the blinker on. They turned. Yeah.
But I will say, like when they talk, like she's always like his mood changed, his mood changed, his mood changed, and I'm like,
Yeah. He is bipolar.
yeah.
disorder.
I was like, but it is kind of getting crazy because they're talking about, and we're gonna get back to planes. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
yeah, yeah.
And they're talking about him hunting, and it is like such an ick. He's basically like a vampire vegan because he doesn't eat human flesh. He only eats animals, even though human flesh tastes better. So he's like morally superior to the other vampires. So he's talking to her, and he's kind of like, yeah, like when we go hunting, like my favorite's a black bear, and like I get on my when I
He
hunt,
talks like
I'm
that?
like, yeah, and like I'm kind of like ick.
Yeah.
That's an ick.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sorry, you're gonna get on your
I mean-
all fours and fight a bear.
You know, it's
Ick.
not. It's not a stretch to say a human being eating another animal with his bare hands is an ick.
Like he's like hunched. Like,
Speak for yourself.
Yeah.
like I don't like it when I don't like it when people lick the plate. I'm not gonna be able to handle him like like ew.
Well, does she watch? I mean, he's probably gonna go in the woods and do it alone, right?
Oh, so we can never have dinner together.
yeah.
We can never spend time together. We can never have dinner
You're
together.
like, okay, you got the risotto, and I'm just gonna go and eat a deer in the parking lot, and I'll
yeah,
be right
like
back.
I'm sorry, like this. It's just like, girl, don't settle. This
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
is why you never date. This is why you never marry your high school boyfriend.
Yeah.
Don't settle.
That's true.
or a mythical creature by that. Yeah.
Okay, anyways, keep going.
Okay. I don't know about you.
Clip. By the way, clip.
Clip. I don't know about you, but I'm still very much afraid of flying. Are you afraid? I feel like you're not afraid of flying.
So I've never been afraid of flying, and I'm actually starting to become afraid of flying.
okay,
Like
I've always been afraid of flying.
I'm kind of scared now.
I've always been afraid of flying, and I hate every time I bring it up to someone. They're always like, "Well, statistically, you're more likely to die in a car crash on the way to the airport." But like, which airport? Because
Yeah.
like if it's JFK, I'm in bumper to bumper the whole time, so I'm not dying in a car crash.
Yeah, literally.
And also like I feel safe. I feel more safe in an Uber than a plane. Because if I'm in a plane, I don't know who's flying it. But if I'm in an Uber, I get to see, our Uber driver, Raul. And, is he the most distracted driver of all time? Is he on a phone call with somebody?
He's on a phone call and he's listening to a podcast.
And he's listening to a podcast, and he's got 2 phones. One has Candy Crush and one has the directions.
And you want to know what I've had a driver who also had a TikTok phone up. So we have 2 phones. We have a
Scrolling
GPS.
TikTok.
We have
I've
a
seen
TikTok,
that.
and he's on the phone.
Yeah, but he's changing lanes so seamlessly. He's never missing an exit. He's getting there right on time. Like, I trust him. But a pilot, I don't know what kind of day he's having. It's a 4-hour flight. I get bored when I'm like doing something for 4 hours. How do you know?
And even worse, what if the pilot's a woman?
Yeah. Every time I get on a flight, I look in the cockpit, and if I see a woman, I say, "Get me off of this."
No, I completely understand. I actually have never been afraid of flying until kind of recently.
That's why I like the window seat, though, because I get to see what happens.
So you can watch it go down?
I want to. Okay, do you want to be in the aisle not knowing where you are or how the plane's going to crash?
But I will say when there's a little bit of turbulence and we go, woo, I kind of like that.
You like that?
It's kind of like a little roller coaster.
Also, every time I get on a flight, I'm like, this is how I'm going to die. Watching Up next to it.
You watch Up on a...
I don't know. The selection isn't great on
Now,
planes.
I always watch a 90s movie that
Yeah.
I would never otherwise see because it's not on any streaming service ever.
Yeah.
I will say the greatest movie ever is on the Delta flights, Drop Dead Gorgeous. Right now it's a lost media. It's on any streaming service. You can only buy the DVD.
You can watch
but
it on
you can
Delta.
watch it on a Delta flight. It's my favorite movie.
Yeah. So just use it. If you want to really see the movie, just get a Delta flight.
Drop Dead Gorgeous,
Go
and then
anywhere.
DM me about it.
Yeah.
But no, I totally feel that. I kind of forget.
Elbow fighting with someone.
Yeah.
And then just fireball.
Sometimes I think about if I was in a plane crash and I was listening to music while the plane is I'm imagining it breaking in half, and I'm watching people fly away, but in my headphones it's I want you all night. You're my
people.
Starlight, I want
People
you
flying out of the plane.
all night. Come on, dance with me. I'm levitating.
Oh, as you're free falling through the air, I'm levitating. So, but your AirPods still stay in somehow.
Spotlight, I want you. Yeah.
That's amazing.
Things are bursting. There's fire.
Yeah.
I'm levitating.
I'm levitating. Luggage hitting you in the face as
Yeah.
you're falling. That'd be fun. You have to think about that when you get on a flight. What media you watch and what you listen to, it might be the soundtrack to the most horrifying moment of your entire life.
Well, I thought about that actually.
So make it count.
So make it count.
Yeah.
Only listen to upbeat music. Don't listen to something boring. Don't be listening to Coldplay while you're...
No, that would be too
Free
accurate.
falling.
Yeah, don't be listening to the scientist.
free.
Now that would be good.
Free
falling. Man, that has to feel so good. Actually free
I don't
falling
even care.
while you're free falling.
'Cause I'm free.
I'd be doing loops. I'd be doing somersaults. I look like an Olympic diver.
Everyone's screaming, "It's fine.
Yeah. I'm like-
Don't worry, guys."
I can feel the wind in my
Yeah.
hair.
Yeah.
That's beautiful.
That is beautiful.
What a beautiful way to die.
What a beautiful way to go.
Yeah. So if you're scared about all the planes crashing, don't be.
Don't
Just
be,
listen to
girl.
some good music and let it ride.
Let it ride.
Let
There's
it
something
ride.
you can do.
Yeah.
Something you can do.
And guess what? Your family, they're going to be set for life because you're going to sue the fuck out of Delta.
Yeah, they're going to sue.
And by the way, all the people in this flight on Toronto that flipped over, you are so... no one died, right?
No one died,
Okay.
I don't think.
Perfect.
Yeah.
You're set for
I
life.
can only dream of that.
You're set for life, and you have a cool story for the rest of your life. I was in a plane that rolled over on the runway, and I walked out of it. And I sued Delta, and now, guess what? I get into the Sky Miles Lounge every single time
This
I
is
fly.
me inviting... Will you still fly Delta?
I mean, they probably... honestly, sadly, here's the thing. I could be in a plane crash with Delta. I could roll over. I am not getting on fucking Spirit. I don't care. I could be in a
Yeah.
fiery plane crash. I will not get on Spirit. I won't get on United, American. Those are poverty airlines.
Yeah.
I'd rather be on fire on a Delta than on a fucking United flight.
Well,
okay?
for me, it's the American flights have no leg room.
No leg room. Also, what are the flights where you get on and they're like, yeah, so we got no TVs. Just put your phone here, you poor piece of shit.
That's Alaska.
Like,
So yeah, this is Craig. He was in the Delta flight that rolled over. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's No way. You were in the Delta flight?
Yeah, you're the coolest guy in the room.
Yeah.
Forever.
Also, someone recorded getting out of the flight and then looking back at the plane.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh.
TikTok famous.
I haven't
You've
had
got
a
a viral
hit
video
video
on
in months.
yours.
I haven't had a hit video in months.
Yeah. You.
I was like, God damn it.
Get on a Delta flight
Dude,
now.
that guy
I'm getting on one Friday.
He was filming the plane crash. He's like, I'm going to get 9/11 numbers on this video. Okay? These are going to be. Because imagine you're one of the people. Imagine TikTok was around during 9/11.
Oh my God.
So many people would be
So
going
many people
viral.
would be blowing up.
They'd be blowing
Blowing up.
Yeah, might have to cut that one too.
It'd become like a viral sound. To be a viral sound.
Yeah.
They would make it into a song. They would make it. You know what? If the internet was like as big as it is now, they would have made it into a song.
Yeah.
Like they would have made it like George Bush's press thing. They would have auto-tuned the hell out of it.
Auto-tuned the news.
Like I want
But
my
9/11?
Suitcase. They'd be
I
like,
want my
I'm
suitcase.
tired. I'm sad to say, to the American people,
It'd be like,
people.
They hit the Pentagon.
They hit the
Gone.
9/11. The plane hit. 9/11 the musical.
Oh my God.
That was an idea we had, and then someone else did it.
Someone else did it, but it was
But ours would be better.
But they did it.
Yeah, and unfortunately, it doesn't need to be good. It just needs to exist.
Everything we've talked about is kind of Lost because, spoiler alert, have you seen Lost?
No.
Lost is so good. I cannot recommend enough if you haven't watched it to watch it because every episode is so interesting, so delicious. The only problem is when you get to the end, you realize it probably should have only been 2 or 3 seasons, but like they probably got
They
like
just dragged it out.
So you get to this point, and Pretty Little Liars is like this too, another amazing part of cinema, where like I think they just kept getting renewed, that they were like, okay, we need more storylines, but they unfortunately, like instead of like having this linear storyline, they had to go like this. And
Pretty
like
Little Liars.
And they just, and also,
like,
don't they?
Like Pretty Little Liars like really lost the plot at one
Don't
point.
they like have just like plot? Don't they just have things that just don't get explained?
Yes, exactly.
Because they're building out like we don't know where this is going, so we're gonna have a smoke monster, and then like isn't that something in it?
No, I mean everything. I love Lost so much, and I'm a defender
Wasn't
of
there a
Lost.
smoke monster?
In Lost.
In Pretty Little Liars?
In Lost.
Lost,
Yeah.
Lost girl. You're a little lost.
Yeah,
And
You're a little
by the
lost.
way, I haven't watched Lost in a while. Like it hasn't been since college. But I'm such a defender of Lost. I think it's such a good show. I
Maybe
think
I'll
like
watch it.
you watch it. Well, I don't want to ruin the ending, but you watch it and you're
I know
like,
what happens.
Every single thing is so good. People are upset with the ending. I'm more of just upset that like there was like so many things that like didn't seem to have a reason why they happened.
Yeah.
And I think the ending could have been a little bit more simpler.
Such is life.
But such is life. But I get why they would make 9 seasons because they want, or however they made, because they wanted that many. But like, it's just kind of like, okay, you're just going to introduce this character and then just have them die because we needed something to talk about?
Yeah. That's just kind of a fun thing to do. I mean, if you're the writer and you have a hit show, if you're the writer of a hit show, you're like, let's just fucking mess with them here.
Did you guys watch Arcane?
No.
Oh my God, you have to watch Arcane.
What's Arcane?
Are you kidding?
No.
Okay.
You're just making up
I don't
shows.
know it.
No,
Yeah.
I'm not.
Have you guys seen
No. Have you guys seen?
Exuberance?
Wait, no.
Oh
what
my
was it?
God, Exuberance?
No, I'm kidding.
Chris,
No, I'm not kidding.
Chris,
you need to watch Arcane.
What was it? It was Rocky Garden Shop of Horse.
Oh yeah, you know that's not the title.
That's not the title.
Yeah, I know you guys are fucking with me.
Oh.
There's no way.
Really?
What's it called?
No,
Little
you
Shop
no,
of
you
Horrors.
thought you got
Little
it right.
Shop of Horrors?
No, you
I knew
definitely thought you got it right.
I know.
right.
I knew Tree wouldn't be in it. No, I was like, there's no way. I was like, why would it be called Tree? They didn't sell trees.
What?
I was confusing it with Treehouse of Horror, which is something from The Simpsons. And what's the actual name of it?
Little Shop of Horrors.
Okay, sorry.
And you were also like kind of getting like Rocky. What's the show?
Rocky Horror Show.
Rocky Horror Show.
Okay, so I was
Yeah.
mixing 3 things in one.
Yeah, you were mixing up like what's the treehouse?
That's The Simpsons.
Mis-
Treehouse Mysteries, the book series or something, like the Treehouse Adventure.
Yeah.
What's the book series where they like the kids go in the treehouse and they go back in time?
Yeah.
Forget
What's
the
that
name of
Yeah,
called?
yeah. It's
I know
good.
that one. Either
Anyway.
way, I was combining 4 things in one. Whatever.
Yeah, literally.
Sorry.
It's actually kind of
Anyway,
impressive.
Yeah.
So you moved into a new apartment.
Yeah, I'm in a new apartment.
And do you know your neighbors?
No. Okay, so I live with my buddy Nate, and he's a single fella, single guy.
Hot?
He's cute.
He's cute. Anyway, we noticed that like we moved in, and then like some attractive young ladies moved in next door as well. And my roommate was like, like, oh, that girl was so hot. I saw her in the elevator. I told him, I said, you should leave a note next door for the girl. And he goes, I would never do that. That's like college stuff. I'm like, yeah, I did it in college and it worked. He's like, I would never do that. It's so creepy.
A handwritten note from a man, even if it's a grocery list,
yeah,
is so thoughtful.
It's very thoughtful.
Why would you leave a grocery list?
Yeah, because men don't buy groceries.
Yeah.
But like a handwritten note, even if it's like anything.
Even it's like, sorry, clog the toilet.
So
very
thoughtful.
nice, very nice.
Even if it's like, I'm gonna kill you in your sleep, sweetheart.
Oh,
that's kind of hot.
So
That's
sweet.
kind of hot.
Enemies to lovers.
Yeah.
Enemies to lovers.
Yeah.
So he was like, no, I wouldn't do that. Anyway, we go out. We both had shows that night. I come back before him. I go to my door. I see a little envelope rested on our door. And I go, at first I was like, this is probably from the building welcoming us to the building, even though we've lived there for 2 weeks. They were just late.
What building in New York?
Yeah, what building in New York, honestly. So I go inside, open the note. It's written in like blue highlighter.
Cute.
Very cute. It had like cursive writing. And it was from the
Hearts
girl.
on the eyes?
Yeah, hearts on the eyes.
Oh my God.
It was great.
Sluts.
Yeah. So
Hearts
she
on
was
the
like,
eyes
she's
immediately?
like, hey, no, I don't know if there's hearts on the eyes, but it was I picked, like, aesthetically it had hearts on the eyes. But it probably did. So yeah, it was the girl next door. And she was like, hi, my name is blah, blah, blah. And I just moved here. Like, let me know if you need help with anything, which is like, but what are you going to help us with?
She had hot girl handwriting.
You're a girl.
That's
She had
what
hot
it
girl
is. It's
handwriting.
hot girl handwriting.
Wow.
Hot girl handwriting. She left her number. And my roommate gets back like 20 minutes later. I go, look what they fucking left us, you idiot. And then, anyway, so we got her
Did you
number.
guys text her?
I had him text her.
You should have group texted, I think.
Yeah, but I kind of wanted him to.
Did they start texting?
So he like sent her a text and then she said like, something back, and then like nothing since then. And I'm like, dude, you gotta reignite the fire. They live next door. Also, a little factoid about our apartment. We have a balcony at our apartment, not to brag. Now, here's the problem with the balcony. It's facing one of those like shafts that are in the inside of apartments that let air in, that are like legally required. So basically, my balcony faces a brick wall with no natural light except coming from the top, and across from the balcony is her bedroom. And we have no curtains on our living room.
Oh.
So basically, we are an aquarium.
Always
We are
looking
an
at her.
aquarium for her to just watch us walk around like fish. So she could just spy on us all day, and we're just there. We're just sitting there. And like,
Have you guys waved at each other?
we haven't seen her in there yet. She's very stealthy. She closes the curtains at night, so we can't see in. And then when I wake up in the morning, she's gone, but I see her bed. So I don't know I don't know what's going on over there, but she definitely can see us. And we don't have curtains because we don't have a powerful enough drill to drill into the wall and put up curtains. So we had to hire TaskRabbit, which
Is
yeah.
balcony a fancy word for fire escape? Do you have
No,
a fire
it's
escape?
a balcony. No, here's the thing. If there were a fire, I wouldn't be escaping. All right, I have to jump down the shaft and break both my legs.
Okay, got
there's no ladder. I wish there was. No, it's literally a useless balcony with no view whatsoever. I can slightly hear the highway through the shaft, but that's it. So yeah, that's our current situation. A lot of will they, won't they tension going on.
A lot of will they, won't
I
they.
love
Mostly won't.
that.
Mostly won't because they're not talking.
Because they're not talking.
And they have never hung out in real
And they
life.
never hung out, and they don't see each other except for when she's going to bed at night and she's looking at us while we live
She's
our
watching a
lives.
little TV show.
She's watching us watch a show,
Yeah.
which is fun because the TV is like, we put the couch in front of the balcony because it's like we're never going to use it. So she just sees the back of our heads in the TV. So yeah, love is
Oh
in
my
the
God.
air.
New idea too. If we do get 500 subscribers,
Before we
We
go
have
ourselves.
her on.
one, we no. Well, I mean that seems kind of crazy.
That is a
One,
little
we won't.
crazy.
You won't kill yourself on camera, and two, we'll make him text her, and then maybe we'll
Yeah.
have an update.
Yeah.
Okay.
You guys,
Yeah.
okay, so if we get to 500 subscribers, we won't kill ourselves, but you guys have to hang out with her.
Okay. I will invite her.
And then
we
we'll
get-
tell the tale.
I want to invite her over. I might ask her to like help us with something. Just
With the
for
power
fun.
drill?
Yeah, I think that'd be fun. I need an excuse to ask her to come over, other than hey, come hang out at our.
Did you get her
half-furnished-
Instagram?
Yeah.
No, we didn't get her. Instagram.
Yeah, I feel like you could have her over for like you guys could like watch a TV show or something. I
Yeah,
don't
it's a
know.
little creepy.
But like your guys' apartment isn't like set up. Like it
No,
wouldn't be.
so we don't. Yeah, our apartment's like half set up. We just got our couch, but we still need.
So does she have a roommate? Like does her roommate want
She
to
does
come
have a
over too?
roommate. Yeah, I don't know about the roommate.
Maybe it's like a random housing situation. And did she leave this note on other people's doors or just yours?
Just ours.
Okay, so she's like interested.
I feel like she might be interested in me, but I
Well,
don't know.
you have to have her over and find out.
Yeah.
Also, okay, so 500
maybe-
subscribers, you
yeah.
guys will have her over. We won't kill ourselves. 1,000 subscribers, I'll tell one secret.
Yes.
Okay. Do I tell a secret too, or do I have to wait till another subscriber level?
Maybe one of us will tell a secret. They can decide.
Okay. Do we have a combined secret maybe that we can share?
Well, we'll have to think about
We'll
it.
have to think
TBD,
about it.
TBD.
All right, those are gonna be the parameters. So, now here's the problem with the subscriber thing. I feel like people are not gonna subscribe just so they can see us. We've been saying kill ourselves a lot, which we're gonna get demonetized. Why don't we say leave the earth? What do you think about that? Do you think people are not gonna subscribe because they want to see us perish?
It's like not very cool of them, and I don't want them as a subscriber.
Yeah.
anyways.
You think so poorly of humanity.
How about this? If you get us to 500 subscribers, we will kill ourselves.
Yeah, there you go.
Positive reinforcement.
Positive reinforcement.
So yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to go on a tour. I'm going to tour my one-woman show about being homeschooled. Genevieve's just saw it this week.
It's amazing.
It's amazing. That will
You
be
literally just looked to me to say that.
I know.
I
I was
was-
like, give me a review.
It genuinely is amazing.
I was
though.
also
It's-
there.
It's really great.
Yeah, you were there.
I was there.
And Chris will be like coming with me, I think, to
Yeah.
almost all, if not all, the dates. So please come to
Opening.
it. I'm a little worried that people won't come, and I just want you to know if people don't come and you come and there's like 5 people in the audience, I don't want you to think I'm a loser. Okay, I just want you to think like, oh, I'm seeing her before she got
Yeah,
big.
you're gigging it.
Yeah.
You know those videos of Chapel Roan where she's performing in the park?
Yes, that's exactly what I was
And
gonna
she's
say.
like, and she's off key and she's fucking up the
She's
piano.
off key.
She's not off key. Sorry, she fucked up
dare
the piano.
you.
Sorry.
Taylor Swift, you're on your own, kid. I play my songs in the parking lot.
Exactly.
Did she ever do that
Yes.
for real?
Yes.
Anyways, if you come to my show and no one's there, and I'm actually not even breaking even, and I wasted money coming to your city, I just want you to
I'm trying
know.
to say country.
Uh,
Your country of Minnesota.
Vietnam.
I want you to know, don't think I'm a loser. Think, oh, this is before she got big.
Yeah.
And I also want you to listen to my music on Spotify because I'm trying to make my dreams come true. And if you look at my streams and you're like, wow, no one's listening to her music, I don't want you to think what a loser. I want you to think, wow, I'm here early.
You know,
You want to know what the worst
Preach,
feeling in the world is?
preach.
What?
Is when you post a TikTok and the comments are like, I'm here at 10 likes. I'm here
when
early.
you
And
post
then-
a TikTok and they go, before this blows up,
I'm
and
here
you're
before
like,
this blows up.
I'm sorry to tell you, it's not
not
gonna
gonna
blow
blow
up.
up.
I'm sorry.
I'll get people who comment on my
I feel
TikTok.
like I let them down
I'm
too.
here at 10 likes. And I'm like, girl, there's only going to be 11 likes.
You go and there's 16. You're like, oh, that was like,
What's the sound where it's like, honey? There's no.
honey?
She's like, mommy, like, where's our airplane? And I'm like, baby, like,
There's no airplane.
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah, that's exactly how I feel. Like, honey, there's no airplane. Like, baby, there's no airplane. So I just want you to like know that. You know, if you're listening to this podcast and you're like, wow, I'm one of 10 listeners, you're here early.
You know, okay, I just want to say there's been a lot of negative talk from
There
both
really-
of us. There's been a lot of negative
really
talk about
sad. I
think
how
it's
bad we are,
really
but
hard.
we're not.
You want to know what's really hard about the internet is like you can't fake it till you. I mean, people who have their likes off, I guess they're trying to fake it, but you can't fake it till you make it. Like people can see the numbers.
Yeah, but here's the thing, nobody cares.
So you told me that Instagram's thinking about having an a dislike button.
Instagram's thinking about doing
What?
a dislike button.
How do you know that?
Because I read. No, but I saw some article on the internet that said that they're testing out a dislike button similar to Reddit. You know how Reddit has
Yeah.
downvoting? So I don't think it would be on a post. I think it would be on comments. So you can downvote comments,
Oh.
which is actually kind of better because like some people, you know,
Okay, I'm okay
can
with
rank,
that.
you know, but
Yeah.
also like
If it was like downvote a video, like listen, how much more can you do for me?
Yeah.
Mark Zuckerberg.
Well-
how much more can you mess up my mental health?
yeah, well, remember they were like, we're gonna get rid of likes entirely. You know, they were actually thinking about getting rid of all of them so
My
no
thing
one
is
could see
that
them.
how will you know then if
What?
someone
How will you know
bought
if
their
somebody's
followers?
worth it?
Yeah.
Worth your time. But honestly, the internet is a giant ocean, and we are just making stuff because we want to make stuff. And honestly, we don't really care how many people watch it. There's been a lot of negative talk here. We both are superstars. I'll have you know.
Okay.
We both are.
I
Okay.
care.
We were
I know
featured
you
in.
don't care
I was
too
featured
much.
in Us Weekly Digital.
We were also featured on Entertainment Tonight. Did you know that?
I didn't know that.
The Aaron Judge video was.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
We're stars.
I don't remember who told me that their parents were watching Entertainment Tonight, which is so funny. And
They were like, Aaron Judge is struggling on the
Yeah.
field, and then it cuts to us, maybe going, hit the ball.
Hit the ball.
The ball.
Another like great thing that's been happening, which is like just like a total W for 2025, is Wendy Williams.
She's coming back.
And I hope that she gets a TV show.
And I hope, by the way, so if you don't know what we're talking about, Wendy Williams was for a while, everyone thought she was like dying and had dementia.
Yeah.
But turns out she was just an alcoholic, and she had alcoholic
Same
dementia,
thing.
which I don't know the medical term for it, but she just drank herself silly.
Yeah.
All right, for also lack of a better term. And now she's stopped drinking, and they still have her locked up in her apartment, and TMZ did an interview with her, and she's just like in the window of her apartment, and they're filming her from across the street, and she's just like in the window like,
Which
oh
is
my
just
God.
so crazy.
And I think if she does get a show, if she gets her show back, that is the format of the show. They film it from across the street. She's in her own apartment, and she's like, "Welcome to the show.
How you doing?
How you doing? Welcome to the show." Anyway, and then she just rants about whoever. You know,
That's
Blake
so
Lively.
funny.
I mean, what's up with her? Just on the phone the whole time.
And she has like her hand.
Yeah, she's
on
like
the
putting her
window.
handprint on the window. Like, that is how they should do the show.
Totally
No
agree.
audience. Okay, it's very
Something different.
Something different. It's fun. It's called Wendy in the Window.
A little blue for the Teen Vogue
Yeah,
party.
Wendy in the Window. A daily show, and she's just there. And then you know what? It could be like, remember? I don't know if you remember this, but TRL Live. They used to in Times Square. They used to have like people like wait outside on the street to like be on the show, and you just have crowds every day.
So how about if there's like
Make
a
me a
guest
producer.
on? Would a guest come behind the window
I think the
where
guest.
Wendy is?
I think the guest would also be in the apartment too. I think it's kind of funny for the. She's by the way, she's like, "Welcome," and then they just come from the kitchen and walk up to the window. I think
Yeah.
that'd be really fun.
That's so silly. I don't understand why they have her locked in her apartment. Like, even if you were, sick, what? You can't go outside? I mean, you got to go on a walk every day.
Yeah, they have to let her out for air, I imagine.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Hey, even a dog gets walked 3 times a day. So
Yeah.
let's promote some stuff. Caroline's got some shows coming up. I might be there. I'm probably going to be there. Also opening for her. I'm probably going to have a headlining show in New York City soon.
Yeah, I think you should. But also, I'm going to have a song coming out, and I want you to pre-save it.
Yeah.
Please.
Pre-save her song. Go listen to her other song, Such a Bitch on Spotify. It's actually a banger. And I don't mean to say actually. People say actually. Like when they come to me, they go, "That show was actually funny. You were actually funny." As if
You were actually dressed like a toddler.
Yeah, you're actually. Now that's. Yeah.
But you were.
You actually, as a like against what I would have normally thought. I don't mean to say that. I want to rephrase that. The song's Such a Bitch. Have you listened to it, Genevieve?
Yeah, no,
I really do love that song.
it's almost
a
as
great
good as like
song.
a male musician.
Saw you at-
It's almost as good as Machine Gun
No,
Kelly.
but the music industry is different than the comedy industry.
Yeah.
You know?
It's a great song.
Sexism doesn't exist in the music industry.
No, it doesn't. In fact, women are fucking
Dominating.
destroying
But I
men.
also think they're
Yeah.
exploited.
Woof.
Yeah, but Justin Bieber was also exploited.
Saw you at your mom's house.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah, it's a great song.
Please listen.
Listen to it.
Yeah, it's a great song.
Please listen so I can quit comedy.
Yeah, no, don't say that.
Water all over my butt. It's gonna look like I peed my pants.
Up. Caroline
The
peed her
first
pants
of
again.
2025.
Show it to the camera.
I swear I
She
did.
peed her pants again.
If a girl peed her pants, oh, it would be in the back. Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe
I
you
would
peed
know
off
if
to
I
the
found
side.
Yeah, peed off to the side.
But you did look
your
like
New
you
Year's
peed the chair.
resolution.
My New Year's resolution is not pee my pants. I still haven't done it.
Okay, maybe this is a good time to end the pod. Guys,
In my dream last night, I peed my pants. And
well,
then,
it's coming true. Don't put the pillow on it. You gotta wipe it down with a paper towel.
Well, there's no paper. Okay.
Well, hey, subscribe, like, share, support us, comment,
We'll be
leave a
more
review.
confident next week.
Yeah, we'll have so much less negative talk. But guys, thank you so much for listening to No Thanks We're Good. We will see you next week.
Bye-bye.